Hello and welcome to BeBrightTarot.ca. Like, subscribe, follow Instagram, YouTube, and website. Today we're going to do a little reading called the Darkest Night Spread. So here we are at the Winter Solstice, changing seasons, and of course this is kind of a time of darkness. And so what's being held in our subconscious? What's our light? Those are some of the questions we're going to tackle in this quick little reading. So, the first card we're going to look at is going to talk about what no longer serves you. And that is the Queen of Candles, Queen of Wands. So, what no longer serves you? This card reflects the answer to that as being it no longer serves you to stand quietly in the background. It is a time for being assertive and committed to whatever your true wants, goals, and passions are. Don't feel guilty about going for what will bring you joy and fulfillment. Seek out self knowledge, take your power, and go for it. You do not have to put everyone else ahead of you. What you do need to do is bring them along with you. So that's their Queen of Candles. The next question is what is hiding in your darkness, subconscious, that may need to be dealt with? And that is the Ten of Gifts, the Ten of Pentacles. And so a few additional questions here is, is what you're doing and the path you're on going to leave a legacy behind for those that you want to have a long-lasting impact on? Will it be good enough? That's always that dark question that we have is, am I doing what's good enough for the next generation, my kids, the next team that comes along behind me? Am I using my resources wisely to give long-term stability and abundance? So it's definitely always a challenge to also define what our own measure of success is, because we're always comparing to everyone else, right? And so when we do that, it holds us back. So let's really try to deal with some of those hard questions we have internally. And, is it going to be good enough? What is that long lasting impact I want to leave as a legacy? Time to start thinking about those things, and is the path that you're on, are the resources you're using today going to get you there? So yeah, definitely time to consider and think about those things. The next question is, what is the nature of your shadow? And that is the Queen of Canes, the Queen of Swords in a traditional deck. So you tend to be very based in logic, intellect, and truth versus emotions. And so this Queen of Canes is a very fierce protector of justice. But in that, I guess, that mission to protect and find truth, they can easily be seen as aloof, distant, pretty candid, kind of that, sometimes kind of a bit of a cold hearted bee. And they can sometimes just really focus on tough love over just love. And so does keeping people at arm's length help them? Um, help you help them? Or does it just kind of keep them away? And so, do you value the respect of others over them liking you? And, sometimes that when we choose that, it makes us seem distant or uh, uncaring, and it's not what we are at all. Because if you're a queen of canes, you are an intensely fierce protector of truth and right, and will always want to make sure everyone is safe and secure. So if that's your the nature of your shadow is that balance between truth and having it being it right and justice versus the emotions and nurturing people's um, emotions and preserving feelings. We have to find that balance, right? Okay, the next question is going to be, what is the nature of your light? Switching it up, we're going to go to light now. And that is Father Christmas, also known as the Hermit in a traditional deck. So, nature of your light. You're able to use alone time to rejuvenate, reflect, and contemplate on self. You're very connected to yourself, what you want, what you need, what needs to be done, how to solve problems, and you're able to use that alone time to get all that, to tackle all that. You're very aware that the joy of missing out, not the fear of missing out, but the joy of missing out, is a really powerful way to find self discovery. You value introspection, inner work, and wisdom. And even more importantly, is you're able and willing to guide others, to mentor them, to teach them, and guide them on their own paths. So you have a light, and your light is literally a light. If you see in the picture, the hermit carries a lantern, and that light attracts people, and they seek you out, and they just need someone to lead the way, guide them, counsel them, share their wise advice, mentor them, teach them. And so that's, the nature of your light is the ability and willingness to do that. The final card question is, how do you use your light? All right. And that is the Knight of Gifts, the Knight of Pentacles. And so this card represents hard work, being dedicated, loyal, and disciplined. So you're able to use your light by being the turtle, not the hare. There's nothing wild and flashy here, just good, honest, reliable, and peaceful action. Steady commitment brings your results, gets things done, helps people along, because what you do what you say you're going to do. Um, and you're also very at peace with what you do. Um, you see the grace, the dignity in what you do, and the value you bring with a job well done, which is what the Knight of Gifts is all about, is just doing good work. And so that's how you can use your light. Just hard work, dedicated, loyal, nothing flashy or wild or crazy, just, peaceful action. So that's your reading for The Darkest Night. And I just invite you to check out bebrighttarot.ca, Instagram, YouTube, and the website. It's always a fun time of year to request a card of the year or a upcoming year in review reading. So, of course, those are